be close to.
So we let our, most of the time we let our chicks and their mamas free range with everyone else. So you'll see the roosters come in and they check out the chicks and they teach them how to eat too. And the roosters are really the best with chicks because they're so gentle and they're just it's the cutest relationship because they'll bend down and they'll let them peck at their wattles and stuff. Like you can see right here, he's letting the chick eat off of his beak. It is so cute, but all the roosters love chicks. They come in, they spend time with them every day, so that's kind of why we let them out. This is one of our chickens that our dog jumped on and injured her back a little bit. You can see she's got a bandage on there. But she's staying in this coop with Alice because they're raising about 30 chicks together. These are all incubator chicks, so they didn't hatch these chicks, but they're good foster moms. So she's got a bunch. Alice has a bunch under her too, but we just like the whole flock to get to know the chicks, and we've never had a problem with chickens killing chicks, and we have a lot of chickens. I mean, you'll see we've got chicks of all ages running around the farm. There's even some that are just a week old over there with Wistery, and everybody kind of just respects each other's space most of the time. Oh, he doesn't want that one going out. Everyone kind of respects each other's space, and the chicks, everyone's really nice to the young chicks. Once they get to a certain age, when they've feathered out, then they start kind of establishing their pecking order. But the roosters are the nicest to them. They're nice to them until they reach maturity, but the hens will establish the pecking order with like the adolescent chicks, the ones that have feathered out, and they'll, you know, make sure that they know that they're supposed to eat after the baby chicks and after everyone else. It's pretty cool. I'll have to do a full video, like a full day of what it's like here, so you guys could see what the dynamic is with so many different aged chickens and chicks all living in the same space. So yeah, so we're keeping the day-olds and less than a week olds inside this red coop right now. And these ones are already jumping and flying around, so we let them free range with everyone else during the day. We put them up at night. But our other mamas that have chicks wandering around here, they bring them in at night into the barn with everyone else, and they roost on a roost. So they don't even sit under her anymore because it's been warm enough for them to just roost. So this is Cooper, and then that whiting out there is Griffin, and they're the ones that are usually mating this hen. So they're really interested in her chicks this week, so they spend a lot of time with the chicks. And then this is Buffy and Teddy, our buff silkies. We're getting over a molt, so our hens are looking a little bare-backed with the feathers. And we also had a bad ratio between roosters and hens, and we had to get rid of 10 roosters a couple weeks ago. So they're getting better now. Their feathers are coming back. We usually don't have that many roosters on the farm, but we do rescue and tame roosters here. So we kind of had a surplus because we weren't giving them away to good homes fast enough. But we finally had to kind of get rid of them all at one time to an egg farm. So yeah, that's our little day in the life of a chick here. So as you can see, we also free range our rabbits during the day. They do go into the barn at night on their own, but we do let them have free range of the entire property during the day. We have four rabbits right now. 3 of them are pregnant, and our barn has a dirt floor, and they've burrowed in the floor for their nests, but they free range during the day and they love it. They just have a good old time. As long as they stay out here. I usually don't let them in my garden area because I don't want them to eat all my stuff. But sometimes they make their way in here. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you something really quick with some of our tomato plants. This bed is my friend's bed who I let have a garden bed on our property because she didn't have room at her place. And you can see that some of her tomatoes have leaf curl. And when they curl up tight like this and they twist, it's usually due to high winds, which is what we've been having for the past 2 weeks. We've had a bunch of wind. So that's why these ones are doing it, but it could also be from herbicides or fungus. And a lot of the times when it's really dry and there's high winds and dust gets all over your tomatoes, their chances of getting a fungus are much higher. So what I like to do, just in case, because it has been really windy here, I know it's just because of the wind, I don't think that they have a fungus. But I'm still gonna go ahead and treat it for a fungus by spraying 5 parts water and 1 part milk, and you can use whole milk, 2% milk, it doesn't matter. And you just mix it together with the water and you spray it right onto the plant on the underside of the leaves and the top side. And that's just gonna give me a little bit of peace of mind that there isn't a fungus situation going on, and if there is, I'm combating it. That's the only thing I use to treat fungus, especially like blight and powdery mildew. So that's what I'm going to end up doing today, and luckily not too many plants have had this issue. If it is just a wind issue, it'll correct itself on its own. It'll sprout out new leaves and everything will be as it should be. So there's no need to worry if you do see this happen. Tomatoes are really hardy. It's really easy to take care of. Hey guys, I also want to update you on my tomatillo plant. Oh my gosh, you guys, what am I going to do with this plant? It is officially taller than I am now. It's super dense. I thought about pruning it, but I kind of like it. I like it this big. And my other ones, you can see in here, are getting just as big. So I'm hoping that when these other ones come up, that we'll get a bunch of tomatillos out of this plant. But you can see, I mean, this thing is like struggling. It's wanting to root in all kinds of weird places. Oh my gosh, I should probably prune it. I may actually, instead of pruning it, I may just give it a little bit more support by tying up the branches. Especially this one, you can see it's really bending right in there. So I think I'll probably spread these branches out a little bit. I don't want them to be this condensed because I don't want them to get powdery mildew or anything like that. So I may tie those up tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a video on it. So another update, let's go over to this bed here. Nasturtium is going wild with all my eggplant in here. But look at all these purple peas. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Some of them ended up not being purple. I don't know what's up with that. I think these peas, these purple whole peas, have the most beautiful flowers. These peas aren't quite ready yet. I like to pick them when you can visibly see the peas inside, and you could see the shell really form around the peas. Like some might pick it at this stage. That's way too early to me. I want to see every individual pea to where you can count all the peas, and then I'll pick them. Eggplants are doing really good. I've got a nice big one growing there. A few other little baby ones. There's going to be a ton of eggplant out of this garden this year. The nasturtium. So yeah, everything is... Hey, what are you eating?
Pepper.
What do you got? Pepper? Garrett likes sweet peppers. He snacks on them like candy.
They're good. There's a lot of water in them too.
Yeah, I was just showing them my peas. I want to show you guys one more thing before I give Garrett a kiss before he goes to work. Look at these runner beans. Oh my gosh. They're huge. They're massive. I'm so excited for those. I'm letting those ones get as big as they want to get because I want to save the seeds before I start harvesting anything. The plants I transplanted yesterday and the day before are doing really good. This plant is not in shock, but these two are big time. I may end up pruning these halfway tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll see how they stand up tonight when I go and check them out. But Scabiosa is doing really good. The butterflies and the bees are loving them. Just love that pop of color. And this bed's doing good too. A bunch of ground cherries in there and tomatoes also. One of our guineas is in the naughty pen. She's not happy about it. I'm gonna let her out. She was picking on some of the other chickens. It'll take her a while to figure this out, but I just opened it up right there for her.
I take it to the moon.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you in the next video.
It's a way to go.